Today we're with Hrach Gevrikyan of Velo Pasadena. I'm Ken Carpenter with the Local Business Alliance, and after visiting your store in Pasadena on Colorado Boulevard, I was very impressed, and you have a tremendous amount of selection and bicycles. I have to tell you, I don't really know anything about cycling, but I think a lot of folks would be just love going over to your store. I was looking to purchase a new bike when the pandemic hit, and there were so many bicycle shops that were completely sold out. Did you see inventory? Oh, sorry, there's a siren in the background. Did you see a huge increase in interest in cycling during the pandemic?
Yeah, of course. Looks like people had to stay home. There's nothing to do, and exercise, being outdoor was one of the best things for everyone. So out of nowhere, people start going crazy and start coming to shops and start thinking about the cycling, which is that quite a bit helped for cycling industry. I think every bike shop pretty much was very happy with the business went. Yeah, that made a big difference. And I think basically people want to exercise and get out of the house, and cycling was the best thing to do. This is why you got the quite shortage of bicycles. Everyone sold what they have, but it was very hard to get the new product in.
Did you sell out, or did you always have inventory on hand?
It's all just because our shop was a little bit different, like every single mom and pop shop. We were specializing more high-end stuff, and I think we did pretty good. We sold out like everybody else did, bikes under $1,000, which because the majority of consumers, they want to have just being something affordable, something between $300 to $800 price range. And this is where the bike shops would get in hers, because they just run out, and it's a company to deliver that price range bike was very hard. We did okay. We're very happy. I can't complain, of course.
Huh.
No.
Now I was from your website, I noticed that you were previously Armenian national champion racer. So you had a lot of experience in racing before you got into the business side. How long did you race in United? Because it looks like you raced in New York when you lived in New York, and also when you moved to California. So was your racing more when you were in the U.S. or more when you were back in Armenia?
No, of course, I started when I was 12, and I continued to racing in Armenia, which is that time was the Soviet Union, and that's mean anytime you compete in Armenia, the biggest competitions was Soviet Union Championship. So I compete a lot in Russia, former Soviet Union. But when we moved 1980 over here in the United States, and I had opportunity to meet this Italian, very nice person, Fred Mangione, who helped me to go back racing again, helped me with the bike, and his mental, moral support done a lot for me. So I raced another 2 years over here, but unfortunately, because of injured with my knee, I had to quit for a certain time, and then I had to start back to racing again starting from 2005 and above. That's pretty much it. I still race. I still have fun. I still go there being very competitive. But the pandemic, we didn't have any chance, any bike racing this year so much. So we'll wait to see what happens next year.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets back to normal, right? So
Yeah.
I noticed you have a lot of steel bikes or your collection, you have a lot of steel bikes, but just for somebody that doesn't know anything about the industry, are the most of the bikes now carbon, or are they most of them steel?
The steel bikes probably you noticed was across the street from the main stores where we have an e-bike shop, and which is one of the best selling bikes these days. People are into e-bikes. And also in the next room, which is my vintage bike collection. It's over 100 some bikes, plus a lot of beautiful components, jerseys, clothing. And that's just a separate, that's my hobby. That's my showroom, showing people what previously people, all the racers in old days, they race. That's what it was, steel bikes. Now, if you asking me about the compared steel bikes and then current carbon fiber bikes, of course, carbon fiber bikes took over everything else. And carbon material, it's a lighter, it's stiffer, and it's with the newer components, they work together. But the steel bikes, even though they're very nice, comfortable ride, but time it's gone for the steel bikes. There's some custom frame builders, they still build very nice, high quality steel frames, but the comparing with the regular market, what the carbon frames do versus steel, it's a 10% against 90%, I'll say. 10-20% against 80 to 90%.
Okay. So let me ask you, do you it looked like you have a lot of experts and enthusiasts that are your customers at the bike store. Do you have many folks that just wander in and brand new, they don't know what they're doing, like me?
Of course, I mean, the one thing, there's always new customer walks in store every day, I could say. And it's we've been around since 1988, and one thing, this is a family business. Started pretty much with my wife in 88, and my son, it's involves a lot since he was 16 years old. And just the being smart, how to take care of the consumers, and not being a department store type of business, giving a one-by-one service. And we got lucky. We gained so many wonderful customers, which they are very loyal to us. And it's we're having fun. That's number one thing. When you have fun and you enjoy what you do, the customers enjoy with you, and that's why you build the business. And not doing as a business, enjoying what you do. That's what we are right now. Yes. I hope I answer your questions pretty much.
Oh yeah, definitely. And now, how much growth are you seeing in the e-bikes? Because I notice you've got a big part of the business across the street is the electric bikes. What brands do you carry? Because that's sort of new to a lot of folks. That part of bicycling.
Yeah. When you say e-bikes, some people, they think you have an e-bike, which is totally like a moped. It has a throttle. Any bike shop, pretty much 99% of bike shops, when sell e-bikes, they're not selling a class 2, which is the bike with the throttle. Where we sell, it's pedal assist. So what's that mean? Only time you get the push when you pedal. So it's not something you can do like a moped, you put the gas and you go. No. E-bikes, what we sell, it's something, it helps people get out of the home, which having a hard time to ride the regular bike. E-bike gave them opportunity, get out, enjoy it, and being in places which never even think you will be there, like riding up to a highway 2, getting up to like in the hills, Chantry Flats, places you could go and enjoy the view and have fun and do exercise, which is eventually helps you be in a great shape. E-bike, I think it's a huge deal in the cycling right now. And brand names, what we have when we carry, it starts from Gazelles, which made in Amsterdam. It's a European made upright type of bikes, and they're #1 bikes in Europe and great for the men, females or men's. We also have Orbea, Spanish company. They do great job for road biking and mountain biking. We also have a Kona. We do carry BMC. We have a #1 most commuting bikes people wish to have. It's a Stromer. It's a Swiss company again. Italian company Pinarello. We have a quite a big brand. Also, we carry turn folding regular bikes and turn folding e-bikes. So each showroom, e-bike showroom, we stock over 60 bikes, and it's pretty much for anybody starting buying or purchasing e-bikes from $2,000 and up. That's the price ranges should be. And personally, we don't believe e-bikes people purchase in the internet. We are advertising a very high 700 2,000 watts of motors, but the batteries have no support. As a bike shop, we don't even want to work bikes like this. And I do recommend that every e-bike purchaser, I prefer see them go buying a bike from my competitive in other bike shop, because I know they gonna get the service, they're gonna get the right bike versus they put in their money in the internet.
Right, right. I noticed you have a really like a busy, a large like service department where you've got a lot of bikes that you're working on, and so I guess that goes for the e-bikes or the electric bikes too. You've got mechanics working on those too.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is why we want to carry bikes carried by bicycle shop, because majority bikes, they would have a well-known motor, like for example Bosch, Yamaha, Shimano, and with working those companies, we have every techniques go through the computer and find out the problems, issues, and makes the job easy. That's the biggest difference. A lot of people don't realize why they should put their money in a bike shop. It's like buying a bike from dealer. When you take it in, we have all the answers for you. Plus the service, we offer 6 months free service too.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I remember when the pandemic hit, I was trying to find a bike, and a couple of the bike shops told me, "Don't even come in. We don't even visit us." I don't want to say the names, but I thought, man, it must be tough to hold on to the inventory right now. But now that I have the bike, it needs service. It needs the brake pads, the adjustments, and yeah, it's nice to know that there's a company that knows how to fix it once you have it, because I think that's a big part of the cycling, right? Is the maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's bikes like cars; they need a service, and you have to take care of your bikes. If you don't take care of them on time, then you're gonna spend more money later on. So it's better off you get the bike from bike shops and take the advantage of the service you get offered. But when you buy a bike, I mean, it's not, you have to make sure you're safe to ride. You don't want to have any failures on your brakes. You don't want to failure on your gears. This is why you need to take care of your bike like more than anything else, because your life is depends on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So do you know of any for a new rider? Are there any cycling clubs that have new riders? Or because a lot of times, you know, when I was out on my bike, I'd be huffing and puffing, and I see these guys go by like they're on the freeway, right? So I always wondered
Yeah.
if there's a club for you know, the new rider that's just starting to build up into the sport.
There's a few clubs in Pasadena. There's the PAA, Pasadena Athletic Association, which is the open club from any age and any category riders. Just I don't do like any coaching things like that, but also there's a private coach out there, which is they do great job. One person we work, his name is Rick Bobbington. He's an awesome guy. He's a coach Paralympics national team, and he does the bike fitting. So if somebody as a beginner wants to go into cycling, but they need the knowledge, they need the writing skills, yes, I would strongly will suggest a private teaching trainer, private trainer. They're not that expensive, but they do help a lot.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, do you you know, I know we're coming up on our time here. Do you, before we close, do you have anything you'd like to share with the viewers about the company and Velo Pasadena?
I mean, we've been around, like I said. We like to work with the community. We do so much for the community, and we are over here for you, for anybody. Doesn't matter what age is, what type of rider is. If anything Velo could do to help you to improve your performance, your riding, we're here. And just get out there, ride your bike, enjoy the life. There's no tomorrow. Enjoy the day you are in. So that's what I could say. Never give up. Be out there. Get out.
I hear you. I love your store, and I'm gonna pay you another visit one of these days,
Please.
and pick out one of the bikes. So I appreciate your time, Hrach, and
Thank you, Ken.
you know, thanks for doing the interview.
Thank you very much, and happy holidays.